Hey guys, welcome to Abby's Auras, or welcome back if you've been here before. Please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Okay, so I'm actually just currently having breakfast in my garden. I'm recovering from a throat infection, so I've been resting my voice, and as you can tell, I have been putting shorts up on my YouTube for a little bit just so I could rest my voice. I have a huge collaboration coming up this week, so I just wanted to make sure my voice was in good shape for that. I'm currently just sat in the garden. I thought, okay, my voice feels a bit better, so why not just do a video right now? The baby's having a nap, it's a lovely day, so yeah, I thought let's just hop on and do a video while I feel good. You might hear noises in the background, but I think it's nice to just do it when I feel like it, rather than staging everything. I feel like it's a little bit more me, things not being perfect, no makeup, half asleep in my whatever, like comfy clothes. So yeah, I thought it'd just be a bit more me doing it like this, and I absolutely love sitting in my back garden with the beautiful tree I will show you. Yeah, so it just feels really me. So I wanted to talk about, I've been doing love videos, how to manifest love and things like that, but I want to talk about if you're being triggered by your relationship or by love, and why that is. It can mean a few different things, and I thought this is quite important to know, because a lot of the time people can actually move out of a relationship because of this, where it could be a good thing, or some people actually don't move out of the relationship and it's actually a bad thing. So I thought it'd be a really good video to explain and to really unravel this situation, and so you know whether to leave or to stay, and to just help you, guide you and feel more confident and comfortable with where you are too. So I'm going to talk about the positive side first. So if you're being triggered by your relationship, it could possibly be to help you grow in that relationship, or to help you grow and evolve for a new relationship. So it's helping to grow you for a new relationship doesn't sound good, but it is. So personally, I can speak from experience about this. So I don't never talk about my partner on here because he does not like social media, but he's gonna have to deal with this one because it's people need to hear it. So when you're triggered by your relationship you're in, it's like a person is sometimes guided into your life. You have a relationship with them, so the universe uses the person to help you learn lessons and to help you grow within yourself. So you have to, sometimes people around us are messengers, and when you feel comfortable around each other and you're still being triggered, it helps you lean into that person. And if you're evolving and growing together, it's like it is a lot of lessons, and it's not always like perfect, it's not always really smooth, but it's bumpy in a positive way. So the only time you're learning lessons is to help you grow, and you will be stronger and come together in that relationship better. So when we're going through things like this, if one person, if the other person in your relationship is kind of like, oh, you're changing a bit, it's a bit weird, or you're not the same person I was with before, things like that are kind of big red flags, because you're always going to be changing. I am never going to stop growing. I am never going to stop learning more about myself and growing into new versions of myself, because what's the point in staying the same? Like, if I'd have had that attitude with staying the same and never growing, I would still be having seizures, I would still be attracting abusive people, I would still be, you know, anxiety and depression like filled my body. I would be so unhappy. So I made the choice to learn more about myself, to grow, and I'm never going to stop that, because who's to say right now it feels perfect and it feels amazing, but who's to say it's never going to get better than that? So don't ever kind of put yourself in that category where, oh, okay, I've learned enough, I don't want to learn and grow anymore. So if your partner is, you know, judging you for growing and changing, then that is a big red flag that it's not the one for you, because you should be triggering each other to grow together. So there's things in my relationship that has triggered me, and I'm like, oh, that's still in my energy, what, like, why am I being triggered by this? Like, I thought I dealt with that like ages ago. So then it's like an indicator on where I need to grow. I never project it onto him, because I manifest in my life what I am. So anything I see in our relationship, I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that was still there, like that used to be there but I thought it'd gone. So it's kind of just, you know, showing up for a reason to help you grow in that situation, remove that energy that no longer serves you, and then therefore being better off in the relationship. So it's, you know, sometimes it's easy for people when they see someone else growing, they're like, oh, you're growing, you know, like you're changing, I wasn't with you when you was like this, like I like the old you. Okay, then stay with the old me and leave, because if you're not going to grow with me, then you're holding me back. So that's kind of the attitude I have around relationships. When you're aligned with your higher self and you're following your heart, you're following what you want to do truly, then the people around you will fall away when they're not needed to be there, and you're, you know, you're on your right path. So in my situation, that's really happened a lot with friends and things like that, and family, to be honest. So the more I've grown, all the negativity and the things that I just don't resonate with anymore have fallen away naturally. So I'm just lucky and blessed to have a partner that wants to grow and evolve with me, I suppose. So I am growing myself, and I feel like every lesson we have come across, it's helped me grow more and be more confident in myself. Sometimes it's not been fun, but I feel like if I didn't have them times, then I never would have known this bit about myself, and I never would have grown and seen a different side to myself. So it's all been necessary, and you know, other people don't really see it. They're like, what's going on? But you know, it is necessary. So that's the one thing. On the other side, if you're being triggered in a way where you're in a relationship and they're putting you down, as in stuff like gaslighting, like sometimes when I will just talk about from experience, to be honest, because I feel like it's the easiest way to relate. I feel like I always do that in my videos. So in previous experiences, because I'm so headstrong and I'm very much a person that, because of my past, I don't want a guy to ever kind of belittle me and kind of be the bread maker, let's say. So that really triggers me, like really triggers me because I feel like I am my own person. I can be a strong woman and I don't need a man in my life. It's just nice to have that one partner that resonates with you and you can share experiences with, but I never need a person in my life. So in the past, people have been kind of like, oh, you're really gonna wear that, or oh, you sound a bit stupid saying that, or well, you're a bit young to be saying that, like things, you know, if they're belittling you and trying to make you a bit smaller so they feel more comfortable with themselves, then that's definitely a big trigger to, not in a way that it's helping you grow, it's a trigger and get the hell out. Don't be around people like that. You never deserve to be treated negatively, like abused in any way, shape or form. It's just never okay. So yes, you will learn things from that situation, but never, you can learn things another way. You never have to stay in a situation like that. And from experience, I know it's kind of scary to step away, but it's a lot more scary to stay in a situation like that, and a lot more harm can come from a situation of staying in an abusive relationship in any way, shape or form. Relationship can be so broad, it doesn't, you know, doesn't have to be the typical relationship. Just, you know, if you're sharing your energy with someone else, then do not allow them to belittle you in any way. They should be empowering you and making you feel like confident in how you are. So in the past, people have not liked it when I am kind of so headstrong and like so like I'm a businesswoman, I can do it myself, like I don't need people around me. I enjoy people's company, but only like the people that amplify me, rather than people that are like, she's doing so well, I'm kind of intimidated. So men can feel like that. I'm just speaking from a relationship that I've been through, like, so a man and a woman, because, you know, that's the only relationship I've been in. So men can kind of sometimes feel intimidated by a strong woman, and that they can do everything themselves and they don't need someone to be like, oh, please can you do this for me, like I can do it myself. And sometimes they don't like that, so they try and belittle you and make you feel not as worthy and make you feel lower in other ways where you're not as confident. They will kind of use that to chip away at you. So now it's so nice coming from a perspective where I'm in a healthy relationship, whereas sometimes I still have, you know, them vulnerable days and them crappy days, and he'll be like amping me up, like, yes, come on, you can do this, like, look at how amazing you are, look at all the things you've done, like, you're literally like so inspirational. And he'll just say all these like empowering things, and I'm like, yeah, I remember now, like, I'm cool. And then the same with him, like if he has a negative, like, oh, not negative, a down day, I can do the same for him. So it's like having each other's back at a level where you can help each other be your true self. So being able to be your true self on your own is very important, separate, like not even together. And then when you're in the relationship, to still be your true self, because I've done that as well. In the past, I've kind of, if I'm in a relationship, I only do things that they want to do and only try and like help and please them, rather than actually seeing what I wanted to do. And that's a big indicator that, you know, you're not following your heart. And if you're not following your heart, then that's no way to live. So now we can ask each other, like, what do you want to do today, or how do you feel about this, and, you know, like, what do you like, rather than like, well, I want to do this, well, I like this, you're gonna have to like it with me. So I hope this video resonates. I just thought it was really important topic to cover, and because I realise recently I've been having like epiphanies, like, what, like, why did I think that? And I feel like it's because of coming from a negative I don't even know how to word it. I never know how to talk about this situation, but coming from a negative view growing up of a relationship, I had a very negative view on it because of having a toxic person around me and a narcissist. So then growing up, I didn't realise that I had kind of, even though I knew that that was wrong, and I knew that people shouldn't be treated like that. I knew that, and I knew I never wanted that. But I kind of when you've seen an abusive relationship at a young age, you kind of, some people go and embody that because they think that that is like the safety and the love, that's how they get love. And some people can go the opposite way, of where they're like, I never want to be treated like that. And I went this way, and I said I never wanted to be treated like that, but I still had a little bit of this way because I was confused. I knew I never wanted to get physically like hit, and I said I would never ever accept that in my life growing up. So I didn't realise that that wasn't the only emotional, that wasn't, oh, a bird was there, sorry, it distracted me. That was not the only way you could get abused. It's physical and mental, and sometimes mental can be a lot more harder to kind of to understand until you've been shown it, and you're like, oh, I didn't realize I've been treated like that for like a long time. So now, like literally this week, I've been having these epiphanies, and that's why I'm talking about it. And I've like been talking about it to my partner, like, oh, this is why this happened. And he's like, yeah, probably. You know, but it's nice that I'm comfortable to talk about even ex relationships with him, because he feels so confident in our relationship. So he allows me to have that space to unravel all of these thoughts in my head, and he holds space for me to do that, and that's very, very special. So I'm like, oh, okay, so I said I didn't want the physical abuse, but I didn't realize that it wasn't just physical, the emotional abuse came along with that. So then growing up, I didn't realize that unless a situation was very toxic or dramatic, I didn't really feel in the relationship. I didn't like feel connected to people unless it was like that. And that's because of the toxic relationships that I've seen. So now growing up, I'm only now understanding and trying to learn how to feel healthy emotion again, because I'm very kind of nil. I don't know how to say it, but I'm very nil, and if it's very amplified, I have a manifestation coming up and I can get so excited about that, and I'm like, yes, this is amazing. But like then when there's a very negative low emotion, I'm like, ugh, and it really like consumes me. So apart from that, I'm literally kind of nothing. And it's pretty crazy to say, but I thought everyone was like that, genuinely, until last week, or maybe the week before. Genuinely thought everyone felt the same. And that's just because growing up, I've learned to, when one of your parents has been in that situation, that toxic person, that's who you learn love from. So trying to love someone and them being, you know, a healthy person, like a healthy mindset person, it's like, well, you're not a bit crazy, so do you love me? When it doesn't have to be like that, you know, you can feel emotion in a very loving way, and for it to be healthy. So that's what I'm unraveling right now in my little brain, well, in my big brain, because I'm very clever. I used to call myself stupid, but no, I'm very clever. I thought it'd just be really fun to share this video to help someone out there, because if I'm going through it, someone else is. I'm really excited for you guys to see the collaboration. That's going to be so fun. And we're going to be growing from that. All things are going to happen, so I'm super excited. I feel better now I've been back on and did a proper video. I've been feeling a little bit down because I do miss you guys if I don't do videos. I know that sounds weird because I'm just talking to a camera, but I do miss doing these videos, and just doing them short videos isn't enough for me. But I've needed to rest my voice. Yesterday I actually had zero voice. The words weren't coming out. So I've tried to not speak at all, even when it's a bit better, and I can feel it starting to get a bit scratchy again. So I'm gonna have plenty of water and try not to speak ready for my beautiful co-creation collaboration later this week. I will be sharing it on this channel, so make sure you subscribe so you can see who it is that I'm collaborating with. I think you all know her, but yeah, she's a beautiful soul and I'm so excited about it. I also have amazing news coming up in the next few weeks for other things. Yeah, so I have loads of new things coming. I'm super excited to share with you. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. I'm sorry if I go quiet and then loud, but I'm trying to really test my voice out. Sometimes it feels good, so I'm like getting louder, and then it's starting to feel so I'm getting a bit quieter. But that's it for me today. There is going to be a few meditations more than usual this week, just so I can still rest my voice. I do 2 videos a day. I could not speak 2 videos a day and still expect to be able to talk with this collaboration. So I hope you guys understand and appreciate, but I want the collaboration to be as best quality as possible for you guys and for her channel too. So hope you don't mind the subliminals and the meditations. I might do a healing as well, just sitting in the garden healing. I might do that. So comment below what you want to see. I will do it. I'm open to offers, and I will see you guys in my next video.